Yeah, yeah. What it do? It's your boy, Borough, from the borough that's thorough. That ain't rap. Today, definitely want to discuss this artist. It's been long overdue. Talked about doing it before. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it on that other irrelevant podcast because the bitch ass niggas didn't want to talk about it. But over here on this podcast, we bring light to the unsung artists. And I definitely wanted to discuss this man's work. I think he's been consistent for the last 10 years. And he just dropped a new EP with Alchemist, Lamb Over Rice. I think that dropped on the 22nd of November. So I definitely wanted to discuss this project. Little backstory. When I got into Action Bronson, it was like I think it was like 2011, 2012. And I didn't even know he was a rapper. I saw him on YouTube one day, and he was cooking. He had like a cooking show on YouTube or whatever. Making like steaks and burgers and fish and all that. And then we I checked out at one of I think it was the the Well Done joint he did that album, and then Dr. Lecter, and then Blue Chips. That's one of my favorite mixtapes from Bronson. I checked that out. Loved what I heard, and then just been a fan ever since. And then over time, he came out with other projects like Sob Stories, that EP, that was dope. Dope EP he did. I remember one of the joints on there, he had the joint with Wiz Khalifa, the Rockers, named it after the legendary tag team, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. Great tag team, Hall of Famers. And he had what was the other Blue Chips 2 that came out, that was dope. Rare Chandeliers, great mixtape, and then came out with the first album, the Mr. Wonderful. I think that was like 2016 that came out, 2017, and just blew me away. Just a great album. The Ghostface comparisons with him never bothered me. I know, when he had like some beef with Ghost and people saying he sounded like Ghost and he stole his style, but that should never bother me though. But I think he definitely have his own lane and his own personality. Got his own TV. Well, he had his own TV show on Viceland. He had a Fuck That's Delicious, but he had beef with Viceland and then ended the show off for that station. He was doing Ancient Aliens with Alchemist and Mayhem Loren and Big Body Best. All his people's all Sweatshirt was on there with him. You know, that was a good show. And just moving on to bigger and better things. White Bronco came out last year. I believe it came out. It was dope to me. Got some mixed reviews or whatever. But then he took a little time off. You know, did a couple movies. He's got a cameo in The Irishman, the Martin Scorsese film about the informant in the mafia, and then Al Pacino playing Jimmy Hoffa in that. Got a cameo in that film on Netflix. Check it out. Thought it was a good film. I don't think it's movie of the year, but I think it's a dope film. And he dropped this new EP. He was tweeting, a couple weeks ago about him and Alchemist about that project or whatever. So that was like a surprise. Came out of nowhere. But I definitely think it's dope. Definitely gonna want to discuss it right now. 7-track EP. First track he got it's called D. I don't want to say Dimitri, DM or whatever. And that starts off with an accordion and pianos playing. Then the beat drops and you got the horns in the track. It sounds like some the Odd Couple theme song from that show back in the 70s. You know. something like that. Ding, 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 ding. But definitely think it's dope. I like the lyrics where Bronson says, "Dirty mountain tiger to the face. Better strap up. I'm about to see space." As I entered, I felt everything was scented. Oh shit! I think I'm back in the center. But then I woke up in the Nissan Sentra in the parking lot of a Queen Center. Fire joint. You know, he talking about blowing money on the Mets and gambling and then how his grandparents learned English by watching Martin and shit. So that was dope. You know. Um, then we get to that track is about 4 minutes long, 4 minutes and 34 minutes. You know, so even though it's an EP, there's some lengthy bangers on here. Second track is Seven. You know, banging beat, guitar strings, dark. It has like some dark guitar strings on here. Bronson says, "Shit strange. I could feel the wind. All this pain I could feel within goes away when I'm in a Benz, but comes back when I'm staring in the rims. Take 10. Dope joint. You know, it has like a safari type of feel to it, like some congos playing in the background and shit. Real dope track. Um, yeah, definitely enjoyed that track. Let me see. And we get to track 3. This is like the shortest track on here. It's like only like a minute and 37 seconds. Tailway Shorts, banging beat, has like a Middle Eastern melody. Has like a Middle Eastern melody to it. Um, the verse Bronson says, "Turn the wheel like a new leaf. I have your mother naked cooking stew beef. My back is strong like a retorted horse. We take the charter, of course. Hard decisions in my life. What should I drive today? A Polo or a Porsche? Fire joint." Yeah, he mentions beef stew or stew beef. He mentions that like 2 different times on this EP for some reason. So I'm guessing that stew beef is his one of his favorite dishes. Then we get to that was Tailway Shorts. Then we get to track 4, Accouchements, and this is like 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and has like an eerie melody, no beat. It's one of those acapella joints with no beat in it. It's an eerie melody though. You know, Bronson says, "Well, you don't want no problems. I got the aqua lungs. Andrea Botelli hit the telly, lift my belly." Couple of dope lines in there. Um, at the end of the track, you hear Bronson asking a woman to play something, like play some Italian music or something. Sounded like he was at like a restaurant or something. Actually asking the woman to play some tunes for him and shit. Him and his crew. Then we get to track 12. No, not track 12. My bad. Track 5, Descendants of the Stars. You know, that's a dope track right there. Hold up. Yeah, that was like dope. Has a dope beat, dope pianos. Has some dope pianos in that. Real banging beat, banging kick drums on that. Um, Bronson says, "Eyes wide shut. I control that whip. I did an interview for I did an interview for GQ while taking a shit. While I'm into getting cake and wearing snakeskin when I spit. I'm in my heyday. People only call me when it's payday. If I was drowning, would they save me? Hell no." Dope joint, dope lines from Bronson. Mayhem Lorenz at the end of the track. You can hear him selling. I believe they said he was selling some body oils and other products to Bronson and his people, and you can hear him at the end of the track talking about the different body oils he's selling and stuff. Another dope Queens MC, Mayhem Loren. Check him out. He's underrated. Definitely got to discuss his stuff in the future. Then we get to what is this? Okay, track 6. We get to Just the Way It Is, another banging beat. That's one of my favorites on here. Definitely Alchemist, vintage Alchemist on this joint. You know, has a dope boom bap beat, dope piano. You know, ding 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 ding. Something had like a real dope bass line and piano sample on it. And Bronson saying health is wealth, but wealth buys the fancy belts. Good, it's even easier to hang yourself. You know, talking about his you know, dealing with fame and his newfound fame and stuff like that. So that was pretty dope. There definitely a vintage Alchemist beat on that. Probably my favorite joint on here for sure. Then you got the last track, Arnold and Danny, real melodic beat. I like the guitars on it. You know, you have Bronson ad lib in the chorus. Da 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 da. Think that was dope. Alchemist is featured on here. You know, his bars. He says, just doing my daily numbers like a quick pick. Ride the rhythm like a lazy drummer. Work the baby brother, cool lady lover. Put loaves in the oven and make a supper. Fire lines from Alchemist. I never considered Alchemist a great lyricist, but he holds his own on his own track. Definitely some dope lines by him. You know, one of the best producers of this generation. Definitely in my top 10 of all time for sure. You know, um, Bronson says, I'm back whipping that Jag that's pitch black. Shorty like her safe number. Switch that long as she put the drug in her. Switch that long as she put the drug in her shit crack, then hit the sink so she can rinse that. Dope lines by Bronson. You know, once again, he comes correct on this track. This collab with Alchemist. I definitely enjoyed it. And that's the EP, 7-track EP, all produced by Alchemist. I loved it. Definitely banging. Definitely, I think most people would probably say it's better than White Bronco because you know when White Bronco dropped, I didn't get a lot of good reviews. It was mixed. Some people like it, some people hate it. I thought it was banging. I don't think Bronson has a bad project in his discography, but that's just me. And I think he's been consistent. You know, one of the most consistent artists in this decade, in my opinion. But you know, I'm definitely gonna plan on doing uh discussing some more Bronson projects. Maybe I'll do his discography in the future. But this was a dope little EP. I wish it was a full album. Like gave us if you gave us 3 more songs, definitely would have been one of the best albums to drop in 2019. But I'll definitely take this. Definitely was dope. My favorite tracks would be Just the Way It Is, Tearaway Shorts, and Arnold and Danny. That was a dope joints on here. Definitely solid production, boom bap. You got Bronson being witty as always, like he always is with his witty personality and got the witty line. So definitely enjoyed this. Stay tuned. Another EP review coming up. Maybe I'll drop that tomorrow. You know, but yeah, this was fun. Definitely plan on doing more of these EP reviews. Stay tuned. That ain't rap. Fireborough. Shout out to Reg and Ashley. Everybody checking out the vids. Peace.